Alex, let's start with this past Sunday. What an awesome moment. I mean, it's the greatest achievement that a team can, an honor that a team can give a player, and you had your jersey retired. And reflecting on it over the past couple of days, how cool was that moment for you?
It was really special. When I came to San Diego, I wanted to dig into the community. I wanted to help build the club from the ground up. And I knew when I retired, a goal of mine would be to be an owner, an investor, and stay committed to the club far after my playing career. So just to have this honor given to me means everything. And it was really special just to see like all the fans and my former teammates standing there, and my family. It was a special night.
You've accomplished a lot in your career now. 2 FIFA World Cup champions, Olympic gold, Olympic bronze, 5th all-time in U.S. women's national team goals scored. Where do you feel like that may be ranked upon, all your accomplishments you've had in your career?
It's definitely up there. And I think that as I have gotten older and as I have, had some distance, I guess, from my playing career, moments like these don't come as often. You're not going to get the on-field playing moments and that success on the field. So now getting these moments and being able to reflect back and enjoying it with my family is just really special. So it's definitely up there.
I saw you before the match. You were going and signing autographs for people, but I thought what was really cool is afterwards, you could have gone home, you could have gone and spent time with your own kids, but you walked back out and you signed a lot of autographs and took a lot of photos with a lot of fans. Why did you feel like you wanted to take time to do that?
I think a lot of fans, they came out, they stayed throughout the whole game, the ceremony. I could hear just the applause and the cheering, and I could feel just like the passion and the love throughout the stadium. So I wanted to give that back, and I know that they spent a long day in the sun and just really showing their appreciation for me. So it was really important for me to give that back.
You've been a year removed now from your soccer playing days, so I want to talk about what you're up to now. We just talked about the kids, so one more, if you will, the Alex Morgan Foundation. You've given back to the community for the past couple of years, really entrenched yourself in this community. What has that foundation meant to you to, build that equity for, women's sports and specifically women's soccer?
Yeah, we're coming into our 3rd year with the Alex Morgan Foundation, and we've been able to make a really big impact in the community here, both with girls in the girls empowerment camps, with access to sporting courts, in collaboration or at the YMCA, and in collaboration with San Diego Wave as well on that. And a lot of other activations that we've been able to do in the community, but that's really important for me and important for my kids to see as well. I want my daughter to have as much access as possible to playing sport, to being confident, and to using sport as a vehicle to accomplishing whatever she wants in life, whether that is sport or beyond.
You're now using your platform to become a very strong businesswoman, not only in the community, but globally. You mentioned earlier a minority owner of the Wave, but talk about some of the other, business side of things that you're doing now that your soccer career is over.
Yeah, myself and my husband run a venture fund, and so we make a lot of investments, and both locally and beyond San Diego. I also have my media company together that are now going into their 5th year. And that has been wildly successful, especially with our Everyone Watches Women's Sports apparel line that we have recently partnered with Nike on. So I think there's a lot of moving parts being here today and partnering with Chase to be able to stand in front of a lot of these business owners and just speak from experience and also learn along the way. I feel like that's a really important part of it, is admitting that I don't know it all. I'm coming into the business world later in life. I focus so much of my life on the field, really, playing sports. And so it's been really challenging, but really fun as well.
How do you develop what you want to say to a bunch of people having played soccer your whole career, and then kind of transitioning into this business world of how soccer has helped you become a successful businesswoman?
I actually think there's a lot of things to take away from playing soccer or sport. Even if you played it as a kid, in college or professionally. There's so much you could take away that helps with character building, that helps with closing a deal or running a business or leading a team or your company to success. So I think there's a lot of things that I rely on and that I can share here today.
Does your mindset change at all, having played soccer for all those years and now transitioning into this new chapter of your life, on how you attack what you do now?
I just think that I am giving myself like this space to go at my own pace. And I think in soccer, you had to go at one pace, and that was like a million miles an hour. You had to like show up at training on time every single day. And so of course I'm going to show up to the important things, but right now the most important thing is my family. So I want to make sure that I'm always prioritizing that.
That was a big reason why you retired from soccer. You wanted to kind of get more into your family life. How has that been? How has it been really getting to fully focus on, being a mom and being around your family?
It's so wonderful. I have a 5-year-old and a 6-month-old, and it's so fun to be around them so much, especially since retiring and since giving birth to my baby boy 6 months ago. I'm just absolutely loving it. It's, it keeps the days really busy, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
What excites you most for your future now that soccer is kind of in the rear view a little bit? I know you're still involved in other ways, but just moving forward with everything you're up to now.
Well, there's so much going on, and I think what is so great is that I'm still involved in sport in some capacity, but I don't have to get out on the field and have the pressure of having to score the goals or win the games. I got to close the deals, and I got to be a fan of my biggest teams, especially the one here, San Diego Wave. But I'm forever embedded in sport because of just my passion. I'm a fan of women's soccer. I'm a fan of sports in general. So it's continuing to be a part of my daily life regardless.
Outside of soccer, obviously, during your playing career, you were such an advocate, and you continue to be, for women's equity in sports, whether that's pay or opportunity. We talked a little bit about your foundation earlier, but with your platform changing a little bit now, not playing the game, do you feel like your role in that has changed? How do you feel like you use your platform now to really, raise that level?
I think through my foundation, one of the biggest things we want is to help girls show that sport can give them confidence. And even if they don't have a dream of playing sports at the highest level, it can give them so much confidence and help build so much character, and give them so many tools for life, so many life skills. So that's one thing that I always feel very passionate about. And I think here in San Diego, we've been able to have girls empowerment camps and a lot of other things that help use sport to really help girls feel confident about whatever path they take.